It's like getting in the bath.
Hi guys, and welcome to another video with me, Crazy Skin Dog. And we were going to go karting this day, but we thought we'd go row some boats instead. It absolutely hammered it down in the morning, and as you can see here, as we're getting ready to go out for practice, because we're going to look at practice today because it's funny for once. And yeah, so it was absolutely hammering it down, as you can see from this footage here. Wet everywhere. Thanks to the guys at Castle Combe for giving me a wet race suit. Great shout out to them. Great work by the marshals. Horrible conditions to be out in, and we were out having fun. And they were there making sure we could have fun. So thank you very much to those guys. Great job. There's Sam draining out his seat. And yeah, it was wet. Now, I've never driven in wet conditions before. We had the practice session a couple of rounds back that was wet, but the actual racing was dry. This is wet. You can see the rivers to the right hand side just running down the track, and we'll skip forward in a moment and just look at some of that wet footage just to see how hard it was. I don't think the video really does it justice at times, but it really is slippery in the wet. Obviously slick tyres on these arrive and drive rental kart championship type events, so yeah, no wet tyres for us, just slicks to go slipping and sliding around in. Okay then guys, here we go, we're about to go out on track and experience just how slippery it is. Quite nervous at this point, to be honest, because yeah, I don't know how it's going to be. So we're going to go out. We're the first session out as well, so it really is just a learning experience, and we're taking it nice and steady. You can see there is just water everywhere. Look at it flying up off the tyres. Apologies, the camera is going to be all over the place this time out, and we're going to come down here. We're going to stay wide because we know to stay off the racing line. And a couple of the fast guys are going to come through, and we're about to see Billy. Yeah, Billy's going to have a bath. There we go. And I laughed so loud at that. I was just having a whale of a time. It was so much fun. And you can see you put the foot down here, and as soon as you put any power on, the back end just wants to spin around. So it really is trying to balance accelerating, and I'm taking far too tight a line there. I've learned that pretty quickly, and you see it just turn left and the kart just goes pretty much straight. Yeah, it was a weird experience. You have to be super gentle on the throttle and turn in about 2 hours before you want to take that corner. As Seb put it, if I went too fast or took the wrong racing line round the right hander coming down the hill, you'd still be turning tomorrow, and you still wouldn't have turned into the corner. There we go, we're trying to avoid the big bath on the left hand side there. Now the line round here was to stay really far right, way off the racing line, and just then straight line it up the hill. And we're about to overtake Neil Durant. There we go, and that's a hell of a move past Neil Durant. He didn't stand a chance because his car had broken. Yeah, we're taking far too tight a line around this top corner. You need to stay as far away from that racing line as possible in this wet. And you see how early and how gently I'm turning. You see, I barely touch the steering wheel, and the back end's nearly spinning round. And yeah, so it was slippery, and we'll probably skip straight on into the racing now. The rest of the practice was just me trying to find lines, just trying really different lines each lap, seeing how slippery the racing line was, seeing where was good to go, trying to go wide around the corners. I was not extreme enough in my lines, though. I needed to go much wider on both the bottom corner and the top corner. I found out at the end of the practice session, as we were get a big splash in the face there, as we were coming back in after our session had finished, I thought I'd try just driving around, just follow the barrier around the outside of the bottom corner and the top corner, and the grip around the outside the bottom corner was actually unbelievable. The kart reacted pretty much as soon as I turned the wheel, unlike everywhere else as you're seeing now, where we turn left and just go straight towards the barrier. And yeah, it was messy, but loads of fun, and we get another splash there. I came out of this session absolutely drenched. There was rain inside my suit, and I mean a massive puddle. I was waddling along like a baby in a diaper with a massive puddle. But yeah, we're going to jump straight into the racing now and see if I can keep it pointing in the same direction for more than half a lap. Okay then guys, so for our first heat was our pole heat in this round. Previous rounds I'd had a heat where I started at the back first. Before my pole heat, I was kind of hoping that was going to happen again today, but nope, we got to take the dive into the unknown from the front, and we had Sam Slater starting right behind us, and yeah, hoping we're not gonna get smashed from the rear by a few people overestimating how fast they could take that first corner. Here we are, we're in our grid slot, waiting for that green light, and there it is, and we pull away. Not too bad a start. Second's got a much better start though, and we're going to try and turn in, and you can see just how long it takes for the car to grip, but we're going to maintain that first place, and we're going to go around the chicane and again take that very cautiously, and we're going to lose out coming through there, but we're side by side coming up the hill. Can just see how I'm having to overcorrect, but then guy in front is just going to wash out and take a trip towards the barriers. We get a decent drive round, Sam right behind us, and then we've got a bad line coming down the hill there, and we've just slid, so we lost all our momentum. Sam's going to take advantage, nice patient driving by him there. He's just going to slip on through, and yeah, we nearly actually get a better drive out of the last corner, but can't make anything of it. And he's going to drive off in the distance. Just look how extreme his line is, just all the way out, and how much better drive he gets out because of that. And it's crazy really. It feels wrong to go so wide, but it clearly works. And again, on that chicane, I don't take it wide enough, and I'm accelerating when I'm on the usual racing line. But yeah, nice and wide up here. Coming in a bit tight on the way down though, but there's a patch that's drying, so we catch that dry patch nice there, and you can just see already the difference from the practice where I turn in, and it mostly goes when I turn in, rather than me turning and going straight for a few minutes. But yeah, by this point we're getting a bit more comfortable with the conditions, but now we're racing. The desire to go faster builds, and the desire to drive the best line builds, and it's a hard habit to not just go for the racing line and chuck the accelerator on as hard as you can. You can see here I got freaked out by the guy coming up the inside, but I should have just stayed to the really extreme right line, straightened it up, and then up the hill you just get so much more drive. You just overtake them up the hill with no problems at all, and then we see I hit that dry patch and just get much better drive down here. So we'll see if we can pull some out while looking good, but we're on that slippery wet racing line, and yeah, we just slide into him. Luckily we didn't put him properly into the barriers. I think Marshall's had a chat about it, but obviously it's very slippery, so we just we slid, he slid, everybody carried on going. No need for any punishments. And then again, look, I'm spooked into taking that inside line instead of just trusting the faster outside line, because I want to make up the time as much as possible, and that's just my inexperience showing through. I'm just trying to drive too fast. I'm trying to overdrive it. I'm overthinking it almost. I know where the faster lines are after speaking to the guys in between the sessions, and I'm just forgetting everything. You just see I'm coming sideways down that hill. I'm just forgetting everything. As soon as the visor goes down and we start racing, I'm just trying to drive as fast as I can on the racing line, and there we go, we come round in third. So our pole heat ends in third. Sam Slater was probably always going to beat us there. It would have taken a Herculean effort, and you see here I go around the outside and just so much grippier. It's unbelievable. But yeah, so we'll jump into heat 2 in a moment. My fastest lap in that one was a 46.33, and as we know, normally we're down in the mid-20s, so yeah, 46.33, nearly 20 seconds extra, or over 20 seconds extra on our usual fastest lap times. And just to prove how much faster Sam was going than me in that race, he did a 42.97, So he's a good 2.5 seconds a lap faster than me on a 350-meter lap. Just yeah, right. Heat 2, let's see where we go. Okay guys, so it turns out I'm really bad at maths. Sam was actually over 3.5 seconds faster than me in that first heat. Right then, yeah, heat 2. So in this one, we're starting in 3rd, and again we got Sam directly behind us. Just yeah, luck of the draw. But we get to race with the best and see his lines and what he's doing and try and copy it. So yeah, we're gonna try and move forwards in this one. See how we can go. So we're on the grid, 3rd place, another odd side of the grid start. Waiting for them to upload the results to Instagram before this heat. So yeah, we sat on the grid for quite a while here. And here we go, we're ready for the lights. There they go, green, and we get a really good start. Gonna look to go outside and stay outside and just hope that not too much chaos. And we're going to try and spin straight through the middle, and no, nothing on, and we end up spinning out right to the back of the grid. So that's not how we want the start to go. We'll take a bit of a wider entry into that corner, but not wide enough. But we still get a much better drive up the hill. Much better drive, and we're going to stay wide up here. And ahead we have a bowling match. That's proper Mario Kart moment there, isn't it? Someone's dropped a banana and somebody else has dropped a banana, and we've gained 2 positions just by pointing in the right direction. Nice. Up to 3rd, and yeah, just head down, keep going, keep pointing straight ahead now. Try and make the best of it. 2nd would probably be the best we could expect from this heat either way, and just look how much better drive we're getting around here. And yeah, nudged him there, so didn't want to take too much of advantage of that. But yeah, we're going to stick proper right here, see how he goes to the inside, and then as we come up we just catch right back up. Not as much as I'd like to have. I didn't take extreme enough a line, I don't think. Accelerated on the racing line a little bit. But yeah, we're going to stay wide up here. He's going to go a bit too far inside, wash out wide, and then we claim that dry patch of concrete, and he's going to slide. We're forced to take that inside line, but that means we can't do anything other than just skid. So yeah, these are the changeable conditions. It's really dry at the top of the hill coming down towards that corner, but then when you get to that corner it's still just like an ice rink. So again, we're going to stay wide. We're going to try and go inside, and no, not going to get any drive out of there. And this is a this is a good battle in very slippery conditions. So yeah, we're going to try and drive up the hill. Although ahead isn't getting very much drive, so he's sliding out. And just look how much better drive we got. We're going to dive up the inside, but we're going to half spin, and then we're going to come down the hill in a straight line. Yeah, just trying to find a way past, but as soon as you get anywhere near that rubbered in dry racing line, you just slide. And as we see, the guy in front is struggling probably just as much, if not more, than we are, and we're going to hopefully take advantage of that. Good drive down here. He's going sideways, we're right behind, and yeah, that's an awkward one because we can't go anywhere, and he's sliding around. You know, I feel bad because I was the cart behind, but we've kind of just come together, and it's so slippery that even the slightest contact just sends you off. So it feels bad to get the 2nd place off of contact, but at the same time I was going in a straight line, and I couldn't hit the brakes because they don't do anything. If you hit the brakes there, you just lock up and slide. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but we get a 2nd place. No penalty from the marshals. I think they probably understood as well that it's slippery, it's hard, and we get away with that one, and we get a 2nd place. So yeah, happy with that. We were about the same time again, 46.24, and Sam was about the same time again at 42.9. So we're still not improving from heat to heat, but these conditions are so changeable. One heat, the corner is super slippery and you can't do anything. The next heat it's dry and you can drive it like a regular dry line. But yeah, no, good stuff. 2nd place. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this first video. That was a great fun morning, and yeah, we'll pop into the outro. Okay guys, so that's the first 2 heats of a very rainy round 5 at Castle Combe Karting Championship, and that was great fun. We had a third and a second, so that's okay. It's okay, it's not terrible. We're looking good for being in the B final so far, assuming nothing's going to go horribly wrong in the last 2 heats, but I mean, it is very changeable conditions, so who knows, it could all go downhill from here. But yeah, that's it for this one. So keep an eye out for part 2 coming. And thank you as always for watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, all the good stuff. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram, crazy_skindog karting. And yeah, hopefully see you on the track soon. Have a good day.